On Tuesday, the 3rd of May 1997, 4 new ministers were sworn in to the Gujral government. Jayanthi Natarajan TMC, Renuka Chowdhury TDP, Kamala Sinha and Rathnamala Sevinor of the Janata Dal. The smiling faces of these women were adequate testimony to the fact that this was indeed an historic occasion. This was the first all-women expansion ever in the annals of Indian parliamentary history.
Women of India must get their due place and a dignified place in the decision-making forums of the government. So therefore, I am not doing any favor to them. This is a place which they deserve, and each one of them is highly qualified for this.
Induction of 4 new members, all women, into the Union Council of Ministers has assumed added significance as it has taken place under the shadow of the recent controversy over the 81st Constitutional Amendment Bill seeking 33% reservation for women in the Lok Sabha and the state legislatures, which had run into rough weather in Parliament. With demands being made to establish quotas for OBCs and other minorities as a precondition to the passing of the bill, the 81st Constitutional Amendment Bill still remains to be ratified by Parliament. Earlier, in a run-up to the expansion, Geeta Mukherjee of CPI had declined the offer of a ministerial berth as a protest against the delay in the passing of the bill. Though this effort by the ruling coalition to induct 4 new faces and all women were welcomed by women MPs cutting across party barriers, the expectations, it seems, had been higher.
No women minister has been given cabinet berth. All of them have been inducted as the state ministers. This is really saddening because all of them are very capable, talented. They have long political career. So at least one of them could be made cabinet minister. And even if it is an attempt to pacify, will not be pacified.
However, the 4 women ministers themselves were both optimistic and determined to fight for the early passage of the bill.
We are 50% of this population, and I think we are going to bring that bill in. That is our commitment to the country, and it's a commitment to ourselves. So undoubtedly that we are going to work towards bringing that bill and implement it. If it will help that by executing ourselves in the most upright manner that is required of us in our offices, it will only go to convince people further.
I don't think this is an attempt to pacify women MPs at all. I think this is a very strong gesture to show that the Prime Minister and the government are serious about the role of women and about the rights of women. And I don't think that it is in any way a sop or a compensation, because I believe that all of us will together work very strongly to see that the bill is passed, even now.
As the new ministers await their respective portfolios, women all over India are waiting to see what influence these women in power may exert to enable an early passage of the 81st Constitutional Amendment Bill in Parliament.